Hey everybody, happy 2018. This is Eddie V, the Elite One, coming at you. Making my video appearance for 2018. It's the 4th of January, and I've been under the weather, as you can tell. But I got up out of bed and I said I got to make some videos. And today's topic, I'm going to be talking about merch by Amazon. I was looking at my year. Let's do a year in review. I started merch by Amazon probably maybe more towards June, and it was a slow start for me. I wasn't sure what shirts to put on. It was a real slow process for me as far as, I had to get 10 designs, and I started going the route of Fiverr, having them, designed that way. Then I ended up purchasing Adobe Suites. They have the Photoshop and the Adobe Illustrator. I was trying to design shirts that way. And, I put some shirts up, and I'm still trying to learn the software. I sometimes find it easier just to have designers for me, make the designs. I approve them, and I put them up. I'm always looking forward to learning new softwares, learning new ways of marketing my products on Amazon or wherever they can be marketed. And the thing about that is that it's a whole new world. Once you have a Merch by Amazon account, then you realize that you can design a shirt. If it's a good shirt, it'll sell and it'll put money in your pocket. I don't know where else you can go and literally become partners with a multi-billion-dollar company that will market your shirt by just having it on its web page, and people from all over the country or all over the world can buy that shirt. So the thing is that leaves it up to you to design, make good designs that sell. And there's a lot of tools out there that help you break through the analytics, help you decide and think about the kind of shirts you're putting out there. And what happened to me is I put my shirts out there. The designs weren't really selling. I went back to the drawing board. I started putting a couple designs that did start selling, but they didn't start selling the way I wanted them to sell. So then I started getting looking at the thing, and I says, I have to be able to optimize my designs. So I started investigating. I started looking at more YouTube videos. I just started following the gurus or the people that are already doing it and just trying to take tips from them. Because for me, it would mean the world to be able to create a passive income through something that I created, through a creative outlet like Amazon, Merch by Amazon, and then maybe have it in other areas, push it out from there. But the thing is that it's a business. You got to put your time in. You got to come up with good designs. You got to be diligent on it. And the thing is, now that you have, in the beginning I was allowed to get the 10 designs, and then I was tiered up to the point where I can have the long sleeve shirts, but I had 10 designs set on there, and I wanted to, I was really, really green with it, and, I just started fumbling around. It was towards December. I said, well, I wanted to raise the price of one of my shirts and then take another one off and make it long sleeve and maybe get rid of a couple shirts that weren't selling very well. And then when I did all that, and I went back to upload the shirts again, Amazon wouldn't let me do it because I guess they put a freeze on that throughout the year or during certain times of the year, which I totally understand. And it's their business. They can do it whatever way they want. And, it just gives me another chip of experience, because then I'll say, oh, okay, be sure to have all your designs set already in the queue. So if something comes up, you can just, add more shirts when necessary. And the thing is that be sure about your pricing. Don't forget Amazon, Merch by Amazon raised the prices on the products and stuff. So if you were selling at a cheaper rate, you might want to up your prices just a little bit. And that's kind of what I was doing, because that was going to go in effect. I wanted to get the jump on that, and it bit me in the ass. As far as that goes, my 2018 goals is definitely to optimize and maximize my shirt designs. So even though I have just 25, if I can optimize the designs and maybe make those profitable in order for me to be able to tier up, then I'll be ready, because the next tier up should be up to 50. And the thing is that if I have 25 strong shirts moving, by the time I move up to 50, then I'll have what I'll do is I'll be moving towards having my designs ready for when I do tier up to 50. I'm definitely not gonna do what I did last year. You first get in, you're fumbling around, you're not really taking it serious. Things never work out for me like they do for other people. The guys that say, "Oh, I put a design up, and then before I knew it, I was selling $50 shirts a day." Guys like me, what happens is, "Oh, I put up a design and I didn't sell diddly squat for 6 months." Then says, "Hey," then I look at the problem. I says, "Well, I got to invest more time in this, man. I got to start looking at my designs. I got to start looking at it through the eyes of the Google, and the thing is that Google is like the all-seeing seer, because Google will tell you what's hot and what's not. And the thing is that you have to see, okay, that's trending. This is not trending. I like that, but that's not important because the mass is like that. In a lot of ways, you have to follow what's popular on Google, because that'll tell you what people are consuming. That'll tell you what is trending. And with that information, you can make informed decisions on what you want to do as far as designs go, as far as strategy goes. So in this whole year, because it hasn't been a year for me as far as my internet endeavors, and the thing is that, I've been, I was out of town, I was working out of town, I'd come back, but my eye has always been on the prize, and it's been a real slow year as far as things go for 2017. But that year is in the rearview mirror. So now my focus is to improve my 2018. And, with the experience that I have, as far as my YouTube channels go, that's another endeavor. I really enjoy making my YouTube channels. And that's something that I've dedicated, more time to doing as well. And using that as an opportunity to put my brand out there, put out who I am. Because I'm into learning and I'm into teaching. And the thing is that if I can teach somebody something that I've done that'll help them, avoid a mistake. Just like when I took my shirts down in December, couldn't put them back up. Now I'm in January, I find out I've been teared up. Now I want to take all my shirts down, slowly, and re-optimize them, come up with better designs, more evergreen designs, stuff that sells. And the thing is that, I didn't make any real sales towards the end of December, and I really want to pick those numbers up. And as of right now, let's just say the January of 2018, I'm at 0. So at the end of the month, I hope to come back with better news, tell you that my sales are increasing. I'm going to keep tabs, and I'm going to give you guys a running tally on my progress on Merch by Amazon. I think it's a great opportunity. I think it's there for anybody who looks at it and looks at the power of what it can do for you. Because, 10 shirts is the beginning, 50 shirts, 100 shirts, 500 shirts. Now think about having 500 shirts that are totally optimized, and you're making $100 a day, $200 a day, and you're basically not even advertising the shirts. They're basically selling themselves. That's a great spot to be, because that's an income coming at you, a passive income, and you're out there doing other things. And that's the power of the internet, and that's definitely what I'm signing up for. That's the direction I want to take in my life. Not so much like, oh, I'm going to retire off of that. No, what it is it just gives you more freedom to do the things you want to do. Like, I like doing YouTube videos. I like selling stuff on Amazon. I want to develop my Amazon FBA because I'm involved with that as well. But I looked at Merch by Amazon as a nice entryway. It gives you an opportunity to say, hey, come see what Merch by Amazon is. I mean, who knows? What if they stop taking people on Merch by Amazon? Then you could say, hey, I'm one of the few people that are, when I say one of the few people, it could be one of the few thousand of people that are on Amazon FBA or Merch by Amazon, and they might say, well, we're going to cut it off right there. And the thing is that, well, wouldn't it be nice to be in that position to say, well, I'm in that spot, and it's an exclusive spot, and I covet my spot, and I'm going to keep my spot by keeping my shirts relevant, keeping my designs, on the point where people are interested in my designs and they're buying my designs. and I take it upon myself to also find a way to market my designs. And it's just not Amazon's job to do that. You literally have a business that you can take from one point to another, because the thing is, you have Shopify out there, you have other Teespring, you have other avenues where you're not just stuck with Merch by Amazon, but Merch by Amazon gives you such a platform to launch from. And that's the thing, people come in, like, oh, well, I'm stumbling into this, and you're stumbling into this incredible opportunity. And unless you look at it as that, you're never going to take advantage of it. So remember, when you're doing Merch by Amazon, pay attention to your designs, pay attention to copyright infringement. All that stuff's going to be more into play now as the thing gets, as Amazon gets more of a control and a hold on what's going on with that. So thanks for checking out this video. I hope it's been informative. I just wanted to start 2018 talking about Merch by Amazon. And if you haven't signed up for a Merch by Amazon account, then you need to. You need to go to Google and say Merch by Amazon. It'll take you to a website. And you have to request an invitation. And when you request that invitation, always be sure to check your emails or check back on that page per se, and it'll let you know if you've been approved. And that's the thing. A lot of people, they do that and they don't check back, and they just think of it like, oh, I sold. People will look at the power of it. They think like, oh, I'm going to be selling shirts. You don't know how powerful that is, because there's millions of people on Amazon. You put out one design, and if it's a hot design and it starts selling like fire, you can make $1,000 in a day. That is powerful. And the thing is that, to take advantage of that, you have to position yourself in there. And the thing is that if you're not in the game, you're losing. You're losing right there, because you haven't even put yourself in the game. So I'm going to cut this video short, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'll see you guys at the top, at the other side of success. So peace out, and have a happy new year and an awesome 2018.